Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. I'm here at 10th Cloud Expo, New York. And Wayne Ariola's right here next to me, also in New York City from Parasoft. Wayne, welcome again.
Thank you.
And more importantly, welcome to the cloud, because Parasoft was a little long coming to the cloud. It's great to have you as part of the ecosystem.
Well, I don't think we're long coming, but let's tie this in. Let's tie this in though, because let's just face it. When it comes to quality, when it comes to testing, you know what comes first is, and we've seen this through every machination of connection type technology, the B2B market, the SOA marketplace, the web service marketplace, the cloud marketplace. You know, the excitement around the new technology bursts. And then what comes in next? Testing and quality.
Parasoft.
Yeah, testing and quality, and that's where Parasoft resides. So, you know, I think this is a natural connection, and of course, this is our, out of your 10th, I think we've been here with 3 of them with you, and we're really excited to be joining this type of movement in terms of people getting there, not only safely, securely, but make sure that their quality applications reside in that cloud infrastructure as well.
And by now, the message has been hammered home, hasn't it? That it really isn't much use getting all excited unless you've checked the damn thing works.
You know, I totally agree with you. I mean, let's face it, we are in an environment which 3 things are totally known. 1, your switching costs associated with your applications are at an all-time low. Okay, so it's not like you're going to go build out that giant ERP system that you were doing year after year, one time, and then paying big integration costs for it. You know, I can go to different SaaS-based applications and the switching costs have never been lower. So quality matters. That's number 1. The second thing is we're in this litigious society, so you know we're seeing what happens when there's failure of security. We're seeing what happens when there's a failure of the assumptive product around how it's being applied or how it's actually being used. So, you know, we got to really watch out for that, and quality is at the core of that. And it's not just the quality of the application as an outcome, it's the process in which they're actually building quality into the actual product itself. And that's where Parasoft has been so strong year after year.
Baking it in, as it were.
Baking it in, exactly, as a continuous process.
And what kind of cloud provider do you think most needs Parasoft? Is there any one vertical or one area where you think, you know what, these guys really need to get with it?
No, I think it's anybody who's looking, and the whole story is about external dependencies, right? So it's looking to control that external dependency in association with your application ecosystem. Okay, so I mean, this all happened. We saw this happen when we were with you guys in the B2B marketplace. We saw this happen with the web services and how that evolved to SOA, right? The dependencies associated with your application start to expand. And the cloud is that next incremental growth of external dependencies associated with security, reliability, and performance of your application. And let's not forget, your application is also your interface to the business. So it has to work. It must be robust.
There's not too many second chances in this current economy.
Not anymore with switching costs the way they are today. But this is why we've actually evolved our service virtualization solution around Parasoft Virtualize. And it's such a strong test environment manager today. And this technology is beautiful for this cloud-based environment. So essentially with Parasoft Virtualize, the service virtualization environment allows you to understand the dependencies associated with your application under test. We actually sniff on the wire how that dependency is being utilized by your application under test. Then we actually collect it and turn it into a virtualized asset. So you can cut the connection to the dependency and then replay this virtualized asset to test your application anytime, anywhere.
And all automated as usual in the Parasoft fashion?
It must be. It must be for a few reasons. 1, we need consistency. And that consistency must be repeatable in order for you to test your application as richly as you need to. The other reason there is simplicity. You know, with today, we just did this great study. We had 3,000 respondents. And basically what they said is on average, a single application has on average 20 dependencies. So imagine, and some of those dependencies are in your control, some of them are not in your control. They're third-party services, maybe they're cloud-based applications, maybe they're large mainframes. Imagine having to set up a staged environment with all those systems in the same room, at the same time, configured the right way in order for you to execute a test. It's almost impossible. The complexity of it is astronomical. And this is where service virtualization comes in to be just the beautiful play for folks looking to migrate towards cloud, add external dependencies with cloud-based applications. You need this technology to ensure the quality of not only your application, but let's face it, also your business.
Now, this is obviously resonating with people watching, so they're thinking, hang on, this is a slightly different approach than I realized. How can I find out more? Can they look at white papers? Can they go and play with it at the website?
There's a couple of great resources on Parasoft.com. Look at the dev test environment access study, and this is the research paper that Parasoft conducted that we just completed. It's really telling in terms of what you need to do at Parasoft.com.
There you are. An invitation from VP himself, Wayne Ariola at Parasoft. I think you should do it right away. What do you think?
I agree.
See you in November on the West Coast.
We shall.
And see the viewers too out there. Thank you so much, Wayne, and thank you for following along out there on the World Wide Web.